So this person is Al-Islam, a scholar of ancient evolution history. Okay. I have not. No, I am not familiar with the Lion War.
It's suspiciously similar to the War of the Roses.
I see. Divided Evil East in two. Mm-hmm. A young hero named Delita. Okay. Was Detrish Stratisa busy?
I was gonna say delito is a crime in Spanish, so that sounds suspicious.
Mm-hmm. It is true that what we see may not always be believed. That does appear to be a young man. I'm sorry, how do you Beelv? Your father's name is...
I've always pronounced it Beowulf.
Okay. Your father's name is Beowulf. Got it.
It's the family name, so it's his last name.
Okay, so our hero's last name is Beowulf. Okay. According to the Duray report, released last year, it had previously been classified. The church had been holding it hostage. This rando is the guy. This rando who appears to be wearing poofy board shorts and rubber boots over slippers. Not to mention a bowl cut.
He's wearing butt pants.
He is wearing butt pants, that's true. He's wearing Titus's left leg on both legs, is what is happening here.
Or maybe Titus is wearing his leg on his left leg.
I mean,
this game came first.
Given that this game is like a decade older than Final Fantasy X, that does make sense.
Actually, just a few years. I think this is like 97 and 10 was 2001.
Okay, so given that this game is like 4 years older than Final Fantasy X, that does make sense.
This game was developed at the same time as Final Fantasy VII. They were developed alongside one another.
All right. Well, we will go with the default name for our dude. Our dude's name is Ramza.
Oh, Goog, this is a secretly important decision.
This is a secretly important decision. Of course it is. This is a secretly important decision. Well, you know what? I don't know that, and I don't want you to tell me that. We're gonna randomize shit. Okay, is there
fine.
Is there one that's like definitely good, and it's the one that gets you shit, and the other ones don't matter, or do they all give you something?
They all give you something. It will determine
Fair
your
enough.
zodiac sign. And your zodiac sign has a mechanical impact on the gameplay.
Okay, now we have talked about this being set in Evil East, same with Final Fantasy XII. Does that mean that I can be under the sign of the red battle mage, or the time battle mage, or the white mage, or the archer, or do we care about...
No, it is real life zodiac signs.
Oh, I see.
If you pick January 1st, you will be a Capricorn.
I see. Well, I don't have a D30, but I've rolled a 6 on my lovely D12 here. So, here, let's just go for the nicest birthday. Wait, no, I don't want to be...
Circle is confirmed.
I don't want to be... I wanted to choose January... Oh, so you have to go to it and up the arrow? That's dumb.
Yes. It says on the screen, up higher, down lower.
Well, listen, you can't expect me to actually look at the screen, do you?
Reading the game explains the game.
It's fine. The nicest birthday.
I do want to note that I believe CirclMastr knows more about this game than I do. So I guess I'll let him be the primary pilot.
I'm the pilot, damn it!
I mean, in terms of like being the advice giver, I will defer to him most of the time. To give my own history of the game very briefly, like I tried playing it in like 2003 and I got confused and had no idea what I was doing, and I just decided I didn't like the game and traded it in. I realized that was dumb. I should like actually learn the game later. I played it again. I actually properly played through it in like I want to say like 2014, something like that. So like 8 or 9 years ago. And then last year I played the War of the Lions PSP remake with a fan improvement patch for said remake. Just last year, had a really great time. That was probably my personal favorite way to experience the game, and so it's a little bit fresh on my mind. Yeah, I've basically beaten it twice.
Sunflare Space is mostly here for you guys to insult me for all the bad choices I make, which I will make many. I guarantee.
Yeah, if I learned anything from co-piloting you through Final Fantasy VI, is that you will ignore half or more of what I tell you.
Maybe if there's two of us, maybe that will influence him a little bit better.
No.
Then again, it might be fun to see him mess up, so...
Exactly. I have to learn. And the best way to learn is to go into a battle all willy-nilly, slashy-dashy, and then get my fucking shit wrecked. Which is probably going to happen, like, a bunch of times. A bunch of times.
Just to give my history with the game, since Sam did the same, I bought this game pretty early after its release, hit the Door to Trade City wall, and then put it aside for years until I rediscovered it via Secret Challenge Board and GameFAQs. Got through the game, really loved it, got deep into the challenge runs and the special runs and such like that. Ended up maintaining a couple FAQs for a while. So yeah, I had a pretty deep mechanical knowledge of this game, although it has been some years since I picked it up.
Well, what was your favorite / craziest challenge run?
Favorite has to be Ultimate Materializer's solo single class calculator run, or his no magic calculator run, where he had calculators who knew no magic and managed to eventually beat the game.
Jeez.
Some of those words sound like English to me. Here is my history with Final Fantasy Tactics. I am aware that Final Fantasy Tactics is a video game. I'm playing it now.
As for craziest, I think the craziest run I ever did was a Highlander run, which was only learning abilities by killing enemies, which will make sense to Sam, but not the Goog. Where it was a very low power for most of it until it suddenly became very high power and I was cruising. It was fun.
Hey, look, dialogue.
There is indeed dialogue. Not spoken dialogue, of course, but, you know.
I always kind of like the sound effect.
Game.
Yeah, I always like the sound effect of the text in this game.
I can't hear the sound effect of the text in this game because my TV's not high enough. Oh, this Black Knight is not happy. Don't be rude to I'm sorry, this man's name is Gafgarion?
The man's name is Gafgarion. Okay. It is not Princess Gafgarion.
No, there's a comma in there.
He is affectionately nicknamed Gaffy in the community that I was a part of. He was.
I see.
So if he messes up, is it a gaff?
Exactly.
There are rude names among the Hadouken. He is, in fact, not obliged to show respect to me or anyone.
Yeah, you're having a lot of names thrown at you because this is Act 1 and it's going to be introducing a lot of things.
Yeah. There are a lot of names coming at you, and there will be no overdramatic voice acting. We're going to pay attention to the dialogue. We're going to read the dialogue quietly to ourselves. All right, so Ophelia's had enough prayer. I do like this cutesy little isometric camera angle deal we've got going here. Everybody looks like a Lego minifig. Uh-oh. Oh, female knight has been stabbed or something. Ooh, Goltana.
Another name!
He sounds like a jerk. Hey, Ramza, that's me. I used to be a knight, but now I'm a mercenary, like him.
Say it like a true Goog. Knight.
Knigget.
Or Knigd.
All right, off we go. Ramza and Gafgarion and that third person whose name I didn't catch. Might not have a name. Might just be a generic disposable mook. It'll be fine. It'll be completely and totally fine. It's Babby's first tutorial battle.
This is indeed Babby's first tutorial battle.
Good.
I don't think they really tell you a lot, though. They leave most of the instructions to the separate tutorial on the main menu.
Well, I didn't look at that, so this is gonna be fun.
Well, that's fine because you have 2 tutorials on voice chat with you.
One could say that I have 2 tutorials.
Yes. I'm a tutorial.
Mm-hmm. I'm
an Aquarius.
He's a tutorial. God damn. Oh, I'm sorry I stepped on that legitimately very funny joke.
It's fine.
There's no point in resisting the Goltanan Knight. Hey!
Troll-torial. I'm a troll-torial.
Don't sexually harass my teammate. Gafgarion, don't tell them to attack from the back.
I think that's actually kind of a subtle tutorial bit. Like, the way your character's face matters. When you attack from behind, then you have the highest chance to hit. Then secondly from the side, and then from the front gives you the least chance.
Who's Rad?
So, the otherwise nameless mook that was there before.
Ah.
His name is Rad.
Okay.
He's totally rad!
Alright, so we have to,
He does
we have to
BMX
kill
bike
everyone.
dancing.
Kill them all. Don't leave any survivors. I mean, that sounds reasonable. Sounds like a plan.
Did that just say survivors?
I don't remember. I didn't
I
say.
think it did.
No, Agri
This
says.
game has a 90s localization.
I mean, if they're attacking us intent on murder, we're gonna have to defend ourselves, perhaps say violently. Okay, so he appears to be doing stuff. This
He is indeed doing stuff.
stuff's happening very fast. Gafgarion, you know what you're doing,
Because
right?
Because this is your first battle, you're only going to control Ramza, and the computer will take care of everyone else.
I see. All right, so we can move, we can do something, we can wait a turn, we can check our status, or we can trust in God and let the game auto battle for itself. Doing that last part, probably a bad idea. All right, now what if we?
There was actually a challenge run where you only used auto battle.
I
was gonna say, how does it go if-
for you?
I was gonna say, how does that go if you just auto battle all the time?
Probably poorly.
If you pick auto battle, you actually have a variety of options for how you want the computer to behave, and they have little algorithms that will dictate what they do,
Gambits!
and you can exploit that to actually have the game beat itself for you.
Yay, Gambits!
Well, considering that a lot of this game is like party preparation and stuff you prepare outside of battle, then like skills you give outside of battle and all that, then that doesn't sound that far-fetched.
Hey, how do I go back?
Yeah, it does
Is
require
X?
building your party
Okay.
a certain way.
Okay, so if I act, I can attack or I can use guts. And given that if I have any weapon, I have a sword, I probably shouldn't attack from way the fuck back here.
I think you can press select to see what any given thing on the menu does, if I remember right.
Well, if I press select...
Yes.
Aha! Abilities such as attacks and recovery appear in the submenu. One act ability may be used per AT, which is activity
Active turn.
Active turn. Okay, fine. Fair enough. So
But you can open up the act menu, put the cursor on guts, and hit select.
that's exactly what I have done. So because I'm a squire, I can do that. I filled with the basic elements of action during battle.
So it's actually
okay.
Guts itself
It's actually-
is not a thing. It's a series of things. There's another menu inside Guts.
There's a menu inside Guts.
Yes.
Okay. So I could
And then
accumulate.
you can press select on those.
Yeah, okay, so I can get physical attack power up. That's good. I can dash, which probably boosts my move speed. Run into and I basically charge at the enemy. Okay. Or
That's a body check.
okay. Or I could wish, which means that everybody gains a tiny little bit of HP. No, wait, that's prey. Offer one's own HP to the spirit wishing to... Okay, so it's you sacrifice your HP and then give it to a friend. That sounds like a good thing for a tank to do, a bad thing for a squire to do on, like, turn 1. So, do I have submenus in the attack menu? No. Specify the target with the cursor plus circle button to select. Well, I don't want to do that. I want to go back to my menu and I want to move. Because I'm a upfront slashy boy. So we're going to move to a point. Somewhere.
If you ever forget that circle is the confirm button, then remember that we have CirclMastr, not Xmaster.
That's a fair and accurate statement. Here, I'm the main character of the fucking video game, so I probably should just charge right headlong into the fight, but also, this is a great way to get myself fucking dead. So, let's get ourselves fucking dead. Charge! Yeah, sure. Now we're gonna let's do a guts thing.
You could either wait or you could do that accumulate thing.
Yeah. We're gonna do a good guts thing.
If I'm not mistaken, if you wait without acting, then your next turn will come up slightly sooner.
Okay.
Yes, I don't want to explain how the clock system works, but there's a CT gauge at the bottom. That basically is how long it is till your next turn. When it hits 100, your turn is going to come up. If you only act or move and then wait, instead of going to 0, it'll go to 20. And if you just wait, if you don't act or move, it'll go to 40. So it won't bring your turn up immediately, but it will bring your turn up 20 or 40% sooner.
And there is a place in the menu where you can look at the current turn order, like who's going to act next and all that.
Yeah.
Good work, guest lady.
Agrius.
Sure. Good work, Lavian. Oh no, Lesless has gotten up in my face and hit me with my... Ow, that's 42 hit points. I only have so many hit points, guy. My beautiful, beautiful hit points. Yeah, the portraits are very nice. The visual style is the best thing about the first 5 minutes of this game. But also, man, this is a lot of not doing anything for the first turn of the first game. Battle.
Well, in future battles, you are going to control the entire party on your side.
That sounds awful.
This is the warm-up where you only have to worry about Ramza.
So what's the what's with the numbers and letters up in the top right here? Does
that is the elevation that they're on. They're on 8 high or 6 high, because some moves have limited vertical elevation changes that are allowed.
That makes sense.
Also, your characters have a jump statistic, and like the number of levels you're going up, like the number of units a unit can jump up depends on their jump statistic. So that's another way to help you easily see, oh, this is how high this is, so this unit would be able to go up here or whatever.
I see. Well, after 9 hours, it is finally my turn again. Let us slash this man in the face.
Now remember, attacking somebody from the front is the least likely to hit.
Well, what am I supposed to do? I got dudes all over my face.
Move around behind them. You can move through friendly figures.
Oh.
Yeah, just like Fire Emblem.
Well, also there
If you just pick move, it will show you where you can move to.
I see. Okay, so I could very easily just get behind this fucker.
You can get behind that fucker. You can go bonk one of the archers from the side.
I could do that. I just looked for the right analog stick to rotate the camera. It's not there. I can't do that. This is an old game.
L1 and R1, I think, rotate the camera.
Aha!
And L2 and R2 change the angle, but you generally don't want to mess with that.
If I R2, oh, can I get higher? Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
it's not a big change.
No, it is not. I kind of want to get behind Big Kate, motherfucker, but if I do that, then every single dude in the entire place is gonna wreck my shit. So
Yeah, and
Hitting
if
higher.
you swing your sword at Kate, motherfucker, you will be turning your back to the other enemies. And as said, being attacked from the back is the easiest way to get hit.
that sounds like a bad thing. What if I was to... Now this seems like a bad idea because Anakin is... Well, I'd be Anakin. He would have the high ground. But, on the other hand, I'm way the fuck over here away from everybody, and he's a faceless mook who's not gonna fucking wreck my shit. So, let's move over here and murder him.
It's also Baby's first battle, so you don't have to worry too much about making the optimal move here.
It is indeed Babby's first combat encounter. May every combat encounter be Babby's first combat encounter. Alright, put my sword of death
If
on...
only.
Put my sword of death on enemy. Yes, I wish to attack enemy. Yes, I wish to attack enemy. Thank you. Okay, so now we specify which direction I want to face after slashing the dude. I'm going to continue to face in the direction of the dude. That'll be totally fine. Alright, now can I rotate the camera while these people are auto-fighting? No, of course not. Hey! Good job, Agrius. You iced that bastard to death. Oh. What? Why are you hitting me? No, don't hit my friend! Don't face me after hitting my friend! Why
We
would
don't
you...
want to get hit in the back by you.
Well, he's gonna get hit in the back by the friend then! You fucker. I'm sorry, is your name Wezelaff? I think I saw that your name is Wezelaff.
This game has some funny names. Sometimes they'll be really generic. Like one time I was fighting two ninjas, and one of them was named like Zertoloff or something like with an X. And the other one was just like Drew the ninja.
Fair enough. Well, this person's name is Rad, so... Go get him,
I'm
Rad.
pretty sure the names are just randomly generated for every individual file too for the random looks and red shirts.
Yeah, Rad is fixed. Rad is always named Rad.
That's true.
The enemies are all randomly generated.
Yeah, and the ones that you recruit for your army will have a suggested name. You can name them whatever you want them to name them. One time I was out on a map with two female enemies, and they were the names of my two grandmothers.
That's weird.
That is indeed weird.
It is kind of giving Valkyria Chronicles vibes, as a matter of fact. Camera, all the action is... I literally can't see the person who's acting now, game. Do you wanna... Oh, hey, it's my turn. Great! You're not gonna... You're not gonna rotate while I'm in the menu, huh?
You can actually hit X to back out of the menu, and then you can rotate the hand.
I see. So you can. Aha.
And this would also be where you press triangle, I believe, to pull up the menu, for example, to see the AT, which is the initiative tracker.
I see. So if we take a look at that...
Or change the options to maybe increase the speed.
That would be a good thing to do, yes. Okay, so it's my turn, and then my friend's turn, and then the enemies, and then... Man, I have a lot of friends. Okay. Alright, now, if we were to, say, slash the big motherfucker. Well, first we want to move behind the motherfucker. Then we want to slash him. And by slash him, I mean stab him in the spine.
You could also slash him in the spine.
I could do without the specific, this is how movement works every single time I choose move. Is the game ever gonna...
That's gonna happen for this battle only.
Oh, good. Alright, so we get behind the motherfucker so as to be behind the motherfucker. And then we want to move here, and then more directly, we want to slash him in his motherfucking spine. You, over there, person who is literally and figuratively beneath me. You have 45 hit points, and I have a sword. This is going to end poorly for you. This is going to end poorly for you. Hey, you've died. Ramza leveled up. Yay!
You did it.
All right, let's face this away,
Now-
because all the fuckers are in front of me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because you can't stand on the same spot as one of these KO enemies, you can put your back to a downed enemy and nobody can attack you from that side.
Ah, that's smart. Also smart is, well, you inflicted stop on somebody, that's good.
Of course, archers and any other like ranged attacker can still stand behind the corpse and keep behind it.
Well, yeah. They're archers, they're bastards. Good job, Brad. I'm noticing that we haven't really been given the option of, not killing these people. So, ow! That's my face!
No, you were told to kill all enemies.
Well, somebody was arguing that we shouldn't. So, to hell with that person, I guess.
Pretty much.
Hey, it is my turn. Hooray.
Now, see those stars? They're not dead. They're just knocked out.
That's
Actually, you'll see later what happens when people really die.
Alright, now if I was to get, say, right up here, I can, from an elevated position, chop the ever-loving fuck out of that archer's head.
When people actually die in this game, they turn into crystals, but we'll get to that.
You can't attack diagonally.
What?
This is not, in fact, Dungeons & Dragons.
You might be able to back out of it by hitting B repeatedly.
Now, if I already moved...
But you might already
controller?
be committing... Or, not B, yeah. X, sorry.
Yeah, no, I have already moved here. Now I
That's
have
a shame.
learned a thing.
Well, you can accumulate or you can wait.
I learned a thing. Sad times.
Thankfully, it's Baby's first battle.
It is indeed Babby's first battle. Oh god, yes, execute action. There, I'm gonna be better at chopping you in half next turn. I'm gonna face, this way, I guess. No, Ranza. That way. Alright, somebody wanna help me with this archer, please? Oh no, Viggs has shot one of my teammates. The enemy leveled up mid-battle. That's cool.
Yeah, all your leveling up happens mid-battle.
Of course. I've just never seen the enemy level up.
I mentioned this to you before, Goog. But one reason, I'm sure there are others, but one reason why the enemies can level up is that technically, like, any enemy is recruitable to your team in this game. Like, there is a class that can just perma-recruit an enemy to your squad. So it's like, when you do that, hey, they have the experience they gained when they were fighting as the enemy.
Okay. Not these guys, though. These guys are dead. They're very dead.
They're very dead.
Hey, is someone grabbing our princess?
Hey, in a work of fiction from the 1800s, damsels in distress are just a given.
That's true. Also, these fuckers came in the back because attacking from the front is stupid.
Exactly.
Oh no. He's absconded with my princess. Blame yourself or God. That's a very hardcore line.
It's a great line.
Way to go, random unnamed knight. Oh, that random unnamed knight is Delita, who's apparently a great hero, but also working for the bad guys.
It's complicated.
Sure. Presumably, we
Also,
will...
remember that this is a story that came out 300 years after the events. So this account is not contemporaneous with the actual goings-on.
So we've got unreliable narrators.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This also is the worst part of the game because this is both unskippable and very slow.
This is very slow text. Right here.
In my personal opinion, the
Had
beginning
no jobs.
Yeah.
Little
Good God.
money.
Good God, game.
Little money is notorious because it slows way down for only those two words.
Okay.
In my opinion, the beginning of pretty much any RPG just ever is usually the weakest part, because to me the most fun in RPGs is when you have a lot of abilities and you're really strong and like combat is more dynamic and interesting because of those things. And so the beginning is inevitably the simple time where like it's just not as deep.
This is true.
No, when I say this is the worst part of the game, I mean specifically these title cards that just go so slowly.
That's a fair point.
The rest of the cutscene is normal.
But like, just real talk though, like the point where you really get hooked on Final Fantasy Tactics is when you really have an army going and like you're having them learn all kinds of cool things every battle, and you're getting excited about how you're going to customize your characters, and you just can't wait to just like one more battle. I need to like see how I'm going to grow this time or how I'm going to use my squad this time. And
You are
yeah,
literally
that's like a couple hours.
you are literally doing the it gets good a dozen hours in thing.
Sort of.
It doesn't take a dozen hours.
I'm not saying it's not good like early on. I'm just saying that's the real part where like you get the most hooked on it is after like some investment. Which I think is just kind of normal for the RPG genre. So
It does not take a dozen hours, Goog. Don't worry.
yeah, it's not that long.
Delita has a guess. Prince Lar. I'm amazed at the names in this game. Prince Larg is coming to town. Okay.
He's a very large man.
Marquis Elmdor of Limberry.
Marquis. That's Marquis Eldendor.
I know.
Do you though?
Goog, don't you
I can
remember
never tell.
Jason
I can never
Marquis?
tell when you're doing a Goog thing and when you just literally don't know how to pronounce a word.
I understand how the typical word marquee is pronounced, but I also have played Final Fantasy XII, which is set in the same fucking place, even though it's not the same fucking place. And in the same fucking place, that's not the same fucking place, there's a person who has the title of Marquis, and it is pronounced Marquis. Nee. Oh god, do we have to take highways to these danger zones in Evilise? The Knights are in full operation, but they don't have enough dudes, so they need us, the backup dudes.
The dudes in training.
Okay.
The future dudes.
Can I just point out that the second scene of the game is a flashback?
The entire first chapter of the game is this flashback.
Oh,
Buckle up.
God. The game starts by saying, this is a story of something that happened 300 years ago. And it tells one little scene, and then it's like, actually, in order to properly understand the story, we need to go back to 301 years ago. It's like, why didn't you just start at 301?
Because you needed the hook of Delita shows up and kidnaps the princess for no reason, and why is he working for the bad guys, to create tension for the backstory to justify why this is a surprise and why there should be tension.
So we needed a record to scratch, and for Rex or whatever his name is to look at the camera and say, yup, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got into this situation. Well, let me take you back. And then chapter 1 is the back taking. Okay. Oh, hey. I'm sorry, the Traitor's Death. I feel like the fact that they're named the Death Corps is an indication that they're not on the level. They're not good folks. It's like...
Well, you'll find out.
Were these people called the Death Corps before they betrayed the royal family? Or
You'll find out.
Okay. We have to begin exterminating these traitors.
Exactly.
I see. Okay.
They need to be exterminated.
By order of our capital M master. Fine.
That's half the charm of this game, is that you never know if the next line is going to be a horrible typo or a real solid line like blame yourself or God.
That's true. We'll go to Igros. Okay. Yeah, if we have Trombone Dalk in the chat, they'll talk about how we need to exterminate things. Ready your swords. What if we don't have swords? What if we're like multi-talented? What if we have staves or arrows? It's fine. Well, I think Sam's computer has exploded.
Quite possibly. Maybe just his microphone.
Could be. Hey, thanks for watching. Here's the upload schedule. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Bye!